Hi everybody, today I am bringing you a fall makeup look. Great for Thanksgiving, great for any sort of fall festive thing. And I'm going to tell you different options and different ways to tone it down, play it up. But I'm going to give you different options and I'm going to talk you through it instead of a voiceover. I'm probably going to wear this on Thanksgiving, so here's how to do it. So I'm going to start with the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Foundation. It's very, very matte, so what I'm actually going to do is put a little bit on the back of my hand and then thin it out with some of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I've been doing this lately, so just a little bit of each on the back of my hand. Well, it will not only thin out the foundation, but it will give it a little bit of luminosity because the sort of matte Barbie-like skin is kind of out these days. I've just been doing this to thin it out and to give it a little luminescence. So I'm just blending it initially out with my finger. And then I'm going to take my Beauty Blender sponge and just start dabbing and patting it in to really, really blend it out. Now, if this is too much shimmer for you, you could add it to a primer and put it on and then put the foundation on top and it wouldn't be as shiny. So now I'm going to take Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Dark Eraser Dark Circle Eraser, hello. And I'm going to just put some under the eyes. And then actually I found this is a good concealer for any spots and redness like around the nose. And also blend it out with the Beauty Blender. With the Beauty Blender I found the more you pat and don't rub, the better your makeup will stay on. You never want to pull, you just want to press and then it will set. Now to keep the luminosity I'm just going to set it and put powder on the areas that I need, and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent powder, just tapping that in the lid, and then I'm going to use the Beauty Blender also, very, very light amount just to tap, again pressing into the areas where I need it most. Maybe on the nose, T-zone, and just a little tiny bit under that under eye. Now, if you groom your brows, do them now. As we all know, these don't need a lot of extra stuff, so I'm just going to use the clear brow gel. This is from the Brow Gal. It was in my FabFitFun Fall unboxing video. So for the eyes, I really want something kind of coppery bronzy for fall. So I'm going to use the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. And I'm going to start with this shade called Liar, which is kind of a bronzy taupe-ish shade. And I'm just going to do the eyelid as a base. We're going to add a little bit more bronze in a minute. And I'm going to sweep it underneath as well. Now, depending on the occasion, you can go very heavy-handed on the eyeshadow, you can go very light on the eyeshadow. It's entirely up to you. Just to soften up under the eyebrows, I hate the sort of white look. I'm just going to use the shade Strange, and I'm just going to use a very, very light amount just to blend out the edges. This is not about making the eyebrow white, or the brow bone white. So then I'm going to take this coppery shade in Trick, and I'm going to load my brush with it, and then just pat on the lid. If you like, you can go back underneath with a thinner brush, that bottom lash line, just to kind of darken it. Again, totally optional. For eyeliner, you can either use brown, or I'm actually going to use this Deep Plum liner. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen by Pixie to line. Again, optional. Brown if you want to go more subtle. This is a kind of purpley color, and I'm just going to go along the lash line. If you really want to get dramatic, feel free to do a wing. And then I'm going to go along the waterline. Again, optional. To finish off, I'm going to go back over with Liar, which is the original color, and just kind of soften this a little bit, as well as going back under the eye. For the mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush Mascara with the eyelash curler. If you don't curl your lashes, if it scares you, I understand, but once you get the hang of it, curling your lashes is like the best thing ever. It really, really makes a difference because it just gives you that open lashed look. I'm going to apply mascara. This is actually a brown mascara. Even though I have bold colors on my eyes, I want to go for a soft look, and brown is going to just make it look soft. So for cheeks, I'm going to use this palette that I'm obsessed with. It's by Hourglass. It's the Ambient Lighting Surreal Light palette. It is a limited edition, I believe. They just came out with it. And we're going to use this as the cheek highlight, and this is the blush. You can contour. I don't really contour that much. Not a fan of it for me because it looks like I have dirt on my face. So I'm actually going to start with the blush and just this light pink. And tapping off the excess, I'm just going to make circular motions on the cheek. Just real light. I want subtle. I don't want too much. And then as a highlight, again optional if this is way too much glow for you, this particular powder, which is the finishing powder, it is not too shimmery, but what I'm going to do is go over the blush to kind of blend it out a little bit. Again, circular motions. And it's just going to soften that cheek. For the lips, I'm going to start with the Bobbi Brown liner in Pale Pink, just as a base, just to kind of keep the color, since we're going to go for a sort of a statement mouth here, just to kind of keep everything in place. So nothing harsh, just lining, getting an outline. Now, you have two options here. You can go for a subtle berry lip look, which a great thing to use would be the Clinique Chubby Stick in Super Strawberry. This just gives a real sort of sheer strawberry color. But I'm going to go full force and use MAC lipstick in Chic. So I am going to use it straight from the bullet to start. And then I'm going to do a first layer with the lip brush to get the color in place. With lipsticks, if you want them to stay on, particularly through like Thanksgiving dinner, put them on in very sheer layers and blend, or blot, and then more and more. If you just put a big old gob on to start, it's going to come right off. So real thin layers. Now, if you wanted a really, really statement lip, I would go over this with a dark lip liner to give it a harsh edge. I'm going to leave it like this to keep it slightly natural looking, yet have the dark color so it looks more like a stain than really edged out lip. So that's it, you guys. Again, you can play it up, tone it down, different options of things. If this is just way too much for you, you know, again, do the sheer lip, maybe less on the eyes. And so it's, again, using fall colors and just perfect for what I'll probably wear it for, which is Thanksgiving. So I really, really hope you enjoyed it. If you missed my video about the breast cancer awareness and the More Than Pink movement, you can click it to watch. Love you all so much. Hope you're doing well. Again, so happy to be back. And I'll see you on Tuesday.